Have you ever noticed that Luke Skywalker is kind of his hero?
But I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
Kind of a square, if I'm being honest, even after he powers up into a Jedi Master.
This is a lightsaber.
I was just looking at Rolling Stone's top 50 Star Wars characters, and Luke didn't even make the top 5. Number 1 was Han Solo, because he's dark and funny and interesting and cool.
You like me because I'm a scoundrel. There aren't enough scoundrels in your life.
I happen to like nice men.
Just keep telling yourself that, Princess. By comparison to Han, or heck, to Yoda or Obi-Wan or Palpatine or whoever, Luke's kind of a dork.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
And yet we all love Luke, and George Lucas made him the hero of the whole franchise. How can Luke be such a zero and yet have the devotion of millions of fans worldwide? Well, in short, it's because he's an avatar. No, not that kind. He's an avatar for you. In this episode of Sanity on the Scene, we're going to talk about the power of the blank slate. George Lucas is notoriously bad at writing dialogue.
I don't like sand.
Really bad.
It's coarse and rough and irritating.
Really, really, really bad.
I killed them. I killed them all.
Star Wars works because it's a fantastic conceit. Space wizards with laser swords fight cowboys with laser guns. And it integrates everything we love about Errol Flynn and everything we love about Akira Kurosawa and a dozen other cool things, and it's all built on the sturdy bones of the hero's journey. So why does Luke Skywalker work for so many people as the hero of the story, even though he's, kind of boring and not that well written? Well, he works because he's a stand-in for you, specifically if you're a kid, and especially, are the feminist police watching? Especially if you're a boy.
My troops will storm this block and kill you all.
Okay, I'm sorry. When you're telling a hero's journey story, the goal is for the audience to identify with the hero. And that means the hero must be an everyman. The more character and personality he tends to have, the less relatable he tends to be.
I'm Batman.
A hero should...
I'm Batman.
Yes, I know. Anyway, a hero should...
I'm Batman.
I know you're Batman.
I'm Vengeance.
And you're a really cool hero for me to aspire to. But since I'm not a billionaire orphan blessed with the world's highest IQ and the physical prowess of a champion MMA fighter, I'm not sure I have that much of a chance.
It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me.
Shut up.
I'm Batman.
But Luke Skywalker could be anybody. He's just a kid living in the desert. He just wants to go to Toshi Station to get some power converters. He just wants his life to matter and mean something. He just wants to make a difference. No kid doesn't relate to that. Boy, girl, red, yellow, black, white. We can all put ourselves into Luke Skywalker's shoes precisely because there isn't much there. We look up to Batman.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
But we are Luke Skywalker. Just like we are Harry Potter. People complain because Harry doesn't have as much personality as, anybody else in those stories. But the whole reason the story works is because Harry doesn't have as much personality as anybody else in those stories. You're Harry, I'm Harry.
I'm Batman.
Just like you're Luke and I'm Luke, or Neo, and in all these cases, they don't really do much of anything. Things just sort of happen to them. Things that set them on a journey of growth, a journey that leads toward becoming a galactic superhero or a wizard extraordinaire. You get to import your own personality and your own quirks and your own particular circumstances. You get to plug into your avatar and go on an adventure just for you. Even with heroes that are a little more interesting, it's a tricky balance. Take the Mans, for example. Batman and Iron Man.
I'm Batman.
I am Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Shut up. Batman, on the one hand, is a billionaire playboy with a bunch of cool tech who knows everything and has a lot of brokenness very specific to his life. Iron Man, on the other hand, is a billionaire playboy with a bunch of cool tech who knows everything and has a lot of brokenness specific to his life. Okay, I guess the difference is Iron Man's funny.
I told you I don't want to join your super secret boy band.
Batman, usually not so much.
I'm whatever Gotham needs me to be.
I mean, unless you're counting. You know what? Let's not count that. For more individualized characters like these, you either have to find the things that make them universal, like daddy issues, or daddy issues.
Tony, you're too young to understand this right now, so I thought I would put it on film for you. I built this for you.
Or you can make them not so much audience avatars as icons for the audience to look up to. Father figures even.
I did listen, kid.
Who do you think called the FBI, huh?
Do you know that I was the only one who believed in you? Everyone else said I was crazy to recruit a 14-year-old kid.
You're not Iron Man or Batman in these examples. You're the young kid who looks up to them or learns from them or is being disciplined by them or whatever. Let's get back to the main point, though. A lot of times the hero of the story is just a surrogate for the audience to plug themselves into, which is why he can be kind of a blank slate, and also why in adventure stories at least, he used to be male. Because boys are the ones who most like those kinds of stories, and insofar as God made men the representative heads of our world, it's actually easier for a man to represent us all up there on the silver screen than it is for, say, Daisy Ridley. Which is one reason why, even if you like those Star Wars sequels, you still didn't like them as much as you wanted to. And a reason why boys just aren't going to care as much about Raya and the Last Dragon as girls will about, Star Wars. Okay, am I stacking the deck? Yes, I am. But I'm still right.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Shut up. The only other thing is that when a world is designed especially to plug you in and empower you, to not just show you the adventures of Luke Skywalker or Harry Potter, but to transform you into Luke Skywalker and Harry Potter, it can get addicting. Some people spend their whole life chasing after that. Which is, stupid. It's a movie. It's a book. It's a fun way to relax, maybe learn a thing or two at best. But you are not Luke Skywalker. You are not...
I'm Batman.
You're not...
I am Iron Man.
You're not...
Mr. Potter. Our new celebrity.
No!